Hi, welcome to Ring My Bell. And of course, we have another wonderful guest. His name is Cuttino Mobley. So, he is a former professional NBA player. And I mean, sports, it's not really my thing. However, the mindset, the attitude, and the personality that someone may have to become successful, it goes for everything in life. It doesn't matter whether it's sports, business, or whatever that is. And so I would like to invite this wonderful person to share a few of his thoughts with us. Hi, Cuttino. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Yes, doing great. It's very nice to to have you here on my podcast. So I will be very honest. Football, I mean sports, NBA and things like that, it's not really in my league and it's okay.
Okay.
However, the reason that I really, really wanted to speak to you because I heard you recently talk and you seem to be quite spiritual in a way, but also I would say a great human being as at heart. And I think that's, to be honest, that's the most valuable thing in life, no matter what you do. And so I would like to talk about things like that. And so if I may ask you, what is your driving source or force in life?
Uh, I think not so much as I, it may come out a wrong way. I'm a sucker for people maximizing the time that they have on earth. I believe anyone can be anything they want to become. Um, I I I love love. I very emotional when it comes to that. I love family. I love people. Do I get disappointed? Yes, I do. But it doesn't take away from the love and the energy that I have for what God has created. Again, I'm not religious. I'm very spiritual. But I do believe that love needs action, trust needs proof, and sorry needs change. That's very simple in life.
Right.
When we can do that, I think, I believe we can, as a society. We may not see it, but while we're here, while I'm here, if I can contribute to that change, I think I did my job, I guess I would say.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Just to follow up on what you said you love love, and you mentioned that do I get hurt? Yes. So how would you, I mean, I hear a lot of people, right? They get hurt in life
Mhm,
and they become quite hard or quite closed off.
mhm.
And but there are other people, I think like you, and I think I'm the same, you know, instead growing your heart bigger, right? Instead of closing it and like you're gonna get hurt. But can you maybe share your understanding the beauty in actually getting hurt? I know it sounds weird because people don't want to get hurt, but can you share some of your thoughts on that? Why would you want to keep on being open even if you get hurt?
Yeah, I mean, I take it from the same kind of perspective, or you would say a sport, or working out. When you first started doing something, you are terrible at it, or your body hurts. When you start learning your timetables, my daughter, she's sitting in the room, she's crying, right? When she's learning volleyball, I have her doing a certain amount of drills and it's tears coming down. Do you quit or you keep going? And now you have to say to yourself, and because you don't understand the sport, I'm gonna give you kind of like metaphor and kind of analogies or whatever. But if I quit the sport, do I learn more about me? Right? You steal from yourself. So now in life, the sport of life, loving love doesn't mean you have to be naive. Loving love is loving yourself. And once you love yourself and understand yourself, you start to attract like minds. So the love doesn't get disappointed as much anymore if you know yourself. Now, if you don't know yourself, you'll always be in the game of chaos. You understand?
Mm,
So, you know, you can't drift to the top of the mountain. It's hard to do, right? You got to climb,
yes.
right? That's just how
Unless you can fly, you know.
exactly, right? And you know, we have to learn how to handle negative, right? You got to learn how to handle it. It's a part of life.
Right.
But again, putting yourself in negative situations more tells more about your character and trauma than it does how the world works, right? Uh,
Yes.
it monks, different individuals. I'm pretty sure they've suffered in certain ways, but they've learned how to um stay still or be peaceful, right, and not want much, right, to accept. And you know, we create our world. So what you see in life is what you created. So now you have to really try to understand um, what your vision is, right? Because sight and vision are different.
I
Right?
agree. Yeah.
Sight is present, vision is future.
Right. So it's kind of like, to summarize, it's almost like you have to find yourself in those situations, let's say dark situation, difficult situations. That's when you actually face yourself, face your
Mhm,
inner fears and inner, dark
mhm.
things that you can handle. Yeah, that's beautiful. And just to go over sport, I have a question to you. So, of course, we know that athletes, right, the importance of them being healthy and, being able to operate at the highest level. And we know that when they have injuries, injuries are tough kind of pains because they don't really go away, right? And those are the determining factors of their careers. So if there was a doctor, let's say like a miracle doctor, who would be able to cure, let's say, problematic injuries that, let's say Western medicine is not able to cure, and therefore, that would kind of change the athlete's life, how would that benefit NBA, do you think?
Huh. You know, that's a very web like question. There's so many different ways that you can go. You know, people with injuries um get depressed. It takes away from their game. I don't
But if
how
there was, let's say, sorry to cut you, but if there was, let's say, like an actual doctor, like, well, almost like a miracle doctor to do something that normal doctors aren't able to literally just cure those things, would that impact them greatly, you think?
I think that's within you're your doctor, right? So uh technology nowadays is stem cell, is HGH, is how you eat, is how you sleep. It's so many different things that you can do that you're capable of doing. So that doctor is actually whatever they put in your body is limiting you from your full potential of what you should be doing yourself. So, right, I, I just think we're so powerful as beings that tapping into your, superhero spirit, um, you become your God, your doctor.
Right. Well, I agree with you. I do happen to know actual doctor like that, the miracle doctor, but that's another topic. Maybe we can discuss
Oh,
another
that's
time.
beautiful. We
Yes,
would love
yes.
to know them.
Yeah, we can talk, take it offline. So just last question, what would you advise to the younger generation, to the youth?
My advice, that attitude is everything. And I heard this from a mentor. Attitude is everything. We are affected by what we know. And second, we are affected about how we feel about what we know. Uh, you can't go to a car shop to fix your attitude. You are your own mechanic, right? So you have to do the work, right?
Right. Yes.
So that's let's simplify it. Attitude is everything in life. It doesn't have to be a sport. It's how you see things, right? You're your
Right.
doctor, right? You're your therapist. You're everything. So now you have to understand that, and how do I maximize it?
Right. So basically being aware and just like work from within, right? For the younger people, work from within so that you can impact the world around you. If
Yeah, and the last thing I would say, and this is for you, for everyone who's listening, uh, stand guard at the door of your mind.
protect the mind.
Don't let anybody in. Be that bouncer, be that, door guy, right? Not
Right.
everybody can come in,
Yes.
right? Once you
That's a really good way of saying it.
yeah, once you really understand that, there'll be less problems.
I fully agree with you. Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Very short, but hope to speak to you soon again.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe about this miracle dog that I was talking
Yes,
about.
please let me
That
know. I
really
want to
exists,
so
by the
bad.
way. Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Yeah, maybe we can talk about this later. So thank
yeah.
you so much. Always wishing you blessings, and you have such a good heart. And I hope more people will see that.
Well, no, we'll see.
I'm sure they will. Well, thank you so much, and thank you. I gotta go. Well, thank you so much, Katina, once again for sharing with us your a piece of your mind or a piece of your heart. I really agree. I've heard Katina speak earlier as well, and I was really inspired by. Yeah, I was really inspired by his kind-heartedness and very humble, and also, as he says, right, you have to guard your mind and you have to work from within. I think that is so, so important. And to be really frank, I think no matter what you do in life, no matter what profession it is, whether you're, I don't know, the president or astronaut or whatever it is, I think that working on one's mind, on oneself, I think is the hardest job in the world because, looking inwards and facing all kinds of things that are not really pretty about oneself, I think is the hardest job to do because it's easiest to just like turn away and I don't see it, but it's not going to get you very far. So thank you once again for sharing with us your heart, your mind, and for all of you watching, please comment, share, and like. And of course, you can follow Cuttino as well on social media. And yeah, thank you so much for joining and hope you have a wonderful day and see you next time.